Oh, wow. Welcome to today's class. I appreciate every one of you for joining us in today's class. And remember, this is Realtors Academy. This is Realtors Academy. In this place, you learn everything you need to know about making sales, about selling, about creating wealth. So I'm going to be really talking about the belief in real estate as wealth creation. That's the starting point, okay? So this is the law, and this is law number one. So every day we come here, every Monday, I'm going to be unveiling a particular law. And maybe I'll run it to like 100 series, 100 laws of how to sell real estate or properties in Nigeria. So welcome. Thank you for joining us. And the first thing I want you to do right now is to click the share button, okay? Tag your friends, your family, your neighbors, and let us all converge here, because something is about to shift in your mind right now. Something is about to shift in your destiny. And the moment that shift happens, it will affect your pulse, because a shift in mind is a shift in pulse. You understand what I'm saying? So click the share button right now, like this live video, and if you have any question, and when I say something that hits you, please type it on the comment section, right? Thank you. So the first thing I want you to understand, as you know, like I said, what we'll be discussing today is the first law, which is believe in real estate as wealth creation. I don't know what else you think. I don't know what you think, but I think that the best way to create wealth is through real estate, okay? So if you believe, and the principle is you can't sell what you don't believe. You cannot sound convincingly to someone if you don't believe in it. So if you don't believe real estate creates wealth, you will never be able to sell it convincingly to someone else. So as a realtor, someone who wants to make this as a career, do you really believe in what you're selling? And this thing is psychological. So you're talking to somebody. If there is any element of doubt or fear, it shows in your conversation. It shows in your posture. It shows in how you talk, right? So it's very easy to identify. So the first thing is, do you believe in what you're doing? So clients can censor your conviction just by you speaking, just by your body language. People can censor or can sense your conviction. So the first sell you must make is not even to the client. It is to sell to yourself first. Sell to yourself. That's the hardest. It's easy to talk to people. It's easy to convince people. Have you convinced yourself? Have you talked to yourself? Have you been able to sell this thing to yourself? Now, I'm not talking about you buying it, but first, sell it to yourself. Buy it in your mind, okay? Buy it in your mind, okay? Because once you're able to buy into it, then it's easy to sell to somebody else. Because it's easy to sell something that you already own to somebody else. So if I bought this phone now, it's easy to tell my friend, I say, hey, I bought this phone and it's very, very good. And my friend will buy because I have bought, because I believe in it, because of the way I spoke about it. But if I'm just saying, oh, there is this phone I saw on the internet, I think they say it's good, though. Nobody's going to listen to me, okay? So that's why the Bible says, as a man thinks in his heart, so he is. So what it means is, the posture that you take on the outside is determined by the posture you have taken on the inside. So whatever you are going to say, how you are going to sound to somebody is determined by how you sound on your inside. So as you think and talk, that's who you are, right? So if in your heart you doubt that property leads to wealth, Your words, your tone, and even your action will reflect that doubt naturally. So help me type on the comment section. In fact, ask it as a question. Let us ask ourselves that as a question. Do you believe that real estate can create wealth? Type it like that. Let us ask ourselves, let us bombard ourselves with that question. Do you believe that real estate can create wealth? If you do, then it will affect every other thing. Okay? So if you believe strongly, your confidence becomes contagious. If you believe strongly, your confidence will just become contagious. So the person that you are speaking to now will contact it naturally. See, there's somebody there's a place I go to drink tea, these herbal teas. The way this guy speaks, you can't just come there and walk away. Even if you don't know what is happening there, you just walked in. The way he's going to engage you will pay, and it's not cheap. It's a cup, sometimes like 8,000 a cup of tea, but you will pay with happiness. Why? Because of the engagement. The way this guy talks about what he does is very contagious. You just get interested. Okay? But if somebody is apologetic, he's just speaking, he's not sounding convincingly, you just begin to doubt that person on your inside. So there is a conversation on your inside while there is that outward conversation. While you talk with that person, on your inside you're thinking. You're saying something else on your inside. Why? Because of the way that discussion is going. But if this person is speaking with energy, with vibe, and talking, and man, this guy believes in what he's saying. In fact, I went into a place to see a friend, and there were two guys that were seated. These are very big guys. So he just began to introduce me to them. The way he was speaking about me. One of the guys said, if not that we'll be here before this guy walked in, we would have said maybe he paid you to talk to us about him. The way you and I'm telling you, these big guys began to ask for my number. So energy is transferable, it's contagious, it's powerful. But if you speak like somebody who is hungry, nobody's going to feed you. I'm telling you. I heard a story of someone who is a tailor and is doing very well. He's so close to this man, and there's this big guy that gives him all his clothes. He's the one sewing for them. So one day, this tailor guy has made money. Okay, he bought a car. And then he went to show this car to this his client that has been giving him jobs for so many years. So he's happy. I'm successful now. I've bought a car. And he went to introduce this car to this guy. The guy was happy. He congratulated him. But guess what? That was the end of any transaction anymore. That was the end of this guy giving him business. Do you know why? It's simple. Nobody wants to be your breakthrough. Nobody wants to be the reason why you're smiling. I'm telling you. This is hard, but nobody wants to be the reason why you're progressing. So when you come hungry, when you come needing, and you think somebody will sympathize with you and give you money or buy or patronize you, you're making a sad mistake. So you must always come as someone, come loaded, come full, okay? Come like someone who knows what he's doing. That's the only way to get this money out of people's pocket. But if you come needing, if you come so that they will pity you, nobody will. So the real thing I want you to understand is you are in industry that makes people rich. You are in the industry that creates wealth. Okay, so what you are trying to do is to create wealth for people. So when you are selling a property to somebody, there is a conviction in your mind that I want to make you rich. Yeah, I want to make you rich. So when you talk from that perspective, it will change the game. It will change your conversation. Now, I want to show you this. There's a man who bought land in Lekki. This was about 20 years ago. He bought that land 750,000 naira per plot. Huh? That same land that he bought 750,000 naira 20 years ago is selling over 200 million naira now. This is over 15,000% appreciation. Show me one business that you can start with 750,000 and grow it like that. and this is because this place was was inside. There are people who bought there the same time whose value is more than $1 billion, 500 million. Nothing creates wealth like this. So there's a guy who bought a place that is called Katampe in Abuja. That is about 1.5 million, yeah? And this was about 2010, yeah? 2010, 1.5 million. Right now, that place is over 100 million. Do you understand? And he's not feeding it. He's not doing any expenses on it. He just bought it and keeps it. See, you have to have a lot of examples, a lot of samples to present to your client. So when you speak to them with this level of conviction, I'm sure you'll get the money you're looking for from their pockets. So some people know some places where in your location, for instance, check wherever you are right now. I'm speaking to you from the city of Onitsha in Anambra State. There were times where I've met people who said, hey, my father was given a property in Odapu, and he said, what am I doing in that bush? Oh, wow. Odapu, bush, that time. Today, what is it like? You that are living in Onitsha now, what is Odapu looking like? What is Ochanja area looking like? What is this New Market Road side looking like? There was a time that if you dash it somebody, they won't take. I have known somebody that in this New Market area, he was offered a property there. He said, what am I doing? In fact, I have a very close friend that said somebody was owing him, and he was pursuing to get that money from the guy. So at a point, the guy got frustrated and said, okay, I don't have the money, but take this land. This place was in, is it Nkwere, yeah? After Territory, that is Nkwere. He offered him a plot. How many plots of land, sir, for that his money at Nkwere? The guy refused. What am I doing with that bush? Give me my money. In fact, took him to police. Today is one of these guys' regrets that if he had known, he would have collected that land. So, real estate rewards faith and patience. If you are going to get into this industry, it rewards faith and patience. So, when you speak to your client with so much conviction as someone who knows what he's talking about, because you're trying to make the person money. You are trying to make the person money. So look at how real estate works. It works like so that is what I call the bamboo analogy. The bamboo analogy. So when bamboo is planted, it doesn't grow above the ground 4 to 5 years. You won't see it. It's just small. Just small, you know. But beneath the soil, it's taking root. It's spreading that root deeply. Then suddenly it shows up. 90 feet in just 6 weeks. It will grow. Just in 6 weeks, it has grown 90 feet tall. But for 4 to 5 years, it will look as if nothing is happening. It will look as if maybe I've made a mistake to have planted this. Maybe I've made a mistake to have done this. But give it time. This is how real estate works. So if you're going into it with the idea of cashing out quickly, egombute, you make a mistake, right? So real estate works like bamboo. Nothing seems to happen for a while, then suddenly everything starts skyrocketing. The same thing happens to you even as a realtor. Maybe you've started this realtor stuff, and maybe something is not happening. Things seem not working out. Give it time. Before you know what is happening, boom, everything will just start skyrocketing. Everybody starts calling you. The reason is because they have observed your consistency over time, and now they can trust you. So we are going to get into all of that as we go on, maybe in subsequent life, right? So there's what I call the gold analogy. Okay, the gold analogy. Land is like raw gold. At first, it will look ordinary. But those who refine that gold that seems ordinary, who develops that gold, who build or wait, you know what is going to happen? They will unlock the treasures in that thing that looks ordinary. So have you ever seen raw gold before? Especially when it is freshly dug out of the ground, you won't like it. It doesn't look like it. In fact, you could pass it without knowing. But that's treasure. That's big treasure. So that's how land is. So when you buy land, at first it will look as if nothing is happening. It will look as if maybe you have tied your money, but just wait. Give it time. Before you know it. Because one thing, as long as human beings keep living and people keep, giving birth, population will keep increasing, people will continue to look for land to buy and build a house where they're going to live. The city will keep on expanding. Just give it time. That place where you have, the city will meet you there. And that's money. Money is trekking. So sometimes you could run, but in your own case, it may just be trekking, but wait for it. It will trek and meet you where you are. So I usually tell people that the best thing to do is to go 20 years ahead of your contemporaries and wait for them to arrive. Okay? You live 20 years ahead of your contemporaries and just be patient and wait. So if you have to be doing some menial stuff, don't worry about it. But 20 years, they are trekking until they will meet you where you are. And by the time they meet you there, you are taking root. You are taking ground. You have dominated. They are going to come paying you to live where you are. And as they are approaching, you are moving further and further again. So, tell me one rich man anywhere in the world whose major source of money didn't come from real estate. Show me one person. I don't think there is any. So in the US, Donald Trump built much of his wealth on real estate. Why? Do you think he's foolish? My friend, if you know where to invest or to any business to go into real estate. So in Singapore, the government transformed swamps, little island, swamps into Marina Bay sands and housing estates, creating millions and millions of revenue. This is a small island. So now, in Singapore, when you get to Singapore, it's not a place you say, I want to buy land and build a bungalow or build duplex. There's nothing like that because you won't see the land. There's no land. So they build skyscrapers, 30-something stories, 40-something stories, 60 stories. So you are a landlord. You buy one flat in that building, then you are a landlord. You own one flat. Forever, you own one flat and you are a landlord. Just like you call yourself landlord here because you own a land and then build your bungalow or your duplex. This place, in just a fractional ownership. Why? Because of the space they have. So here, we have a whole lot of, somebody can acquire hectares and decide to build in that hectares and live there. We have so much. So much is going for us, and we need to take advantage of it. So look at Dubai. Desert land. Barren land. Desert is a barren land. But that place has become home to skyscrapers. Skyscraper, malls and islands. Real estate fuels most of the economies of the world. Talk about Dubai, talk about Singapore, talk about US, talk about any nation of the world. Real estate fuels the economy. This is to tell you that this is big. Okay, so wealth everywhere is tied to land ownership and development. This is big. So when you speak to somebody, when you speak to a client, you have to talk with this level of courage, boldness, confidence, because you are dealing with something that can change that person's life. So you don't come like you want to make a sale to earn commission. You are providing, you are bringing value, you are providing solution to the person. You are helping the person to increase his worth, his income, his revenue. That's what you're doing. So if you're coming with that mindset, are you going to come beggarly? No. You come like somebody having a solution. So when the banker is coming to you and is coming to you to come and open an account and be deposited, are they going to come begging or beggarly? Okay? They are coming to help you. They have a mindset, they want to help you. They want to help you house your money, keep it safe. All right? But they will be using that your money, yet they won't be coming beggarly. They'll be coming well-dressed, well-packaged, smelling good, right? And they want to take your money and keep it safe for you, by the way. But then, why they keep it safe for you, they'll be helping their ministry. So why real estate is the safest wealth builder, right? Number one, it appreciates over time. Real estate appreciates over time. Just like, unlike cars that depreciate, land always grow in value. So if you buy a car, the car can depreciate in value, but not land. If you buy land, it will always appreciate. So I have never seen someone who bought land, let's say 100,000 naira, and after some years, he's now under pressure. Something happened. Okay, he needs money, and then he sells that land 50,000 naira. I don't think it has ever happened. It always appreciates, right? So number two, land cannot be stolen or destroyed. Have you ever seen someone who say he bought land and it was stolen? Okay, now, if you buy a place where maybe you do not have the right titles, maybe somebody double sold to you, and then somebody else took over that land, maybe you went to court or you lost the case, that's a different ballgame. But you see the land is still there. It doesn't matter, it's still there. It cannot be stolen and run away with. It cannot be destroyed. Okay? Unlike cash or gold, land is immovable. So somebody can walk into your house and steal your gold, steal your cash. But you see, land, it cannot be stolen. It's immovable. And number three, land is tangible assets. Even if the economy crashes, land remains. Have you noticed that? Whereas people are talking about how harsh the economy has been, and it is all over the world. It's not peculiar to Nigeria. The economies of the world is in turmoil, right? Is shambles. People are jostling with their economy everywhere. But you see, those that own land, they are still the landlords. They are still the lords. Have you realized that those that own land are called landlords? Do you know that the most valuable thing is the land, not the house you build on it. Have you realized that? See, if you build a duplex in Lekki, for instance, or for those in Onitsha, if you build a duplex in GRA, and somebody is coming to price that duplex, let's say 500 million, you would think that the person is pricing 500 million because of the duplex. That's not true. Because if you take the same, if you uproot that duplex and you now move it to a place like Okpoko, would somebody still price it 500 million? No. Why? Because of the land where it is sitting. So the value is the land, not the house. What gives the house value is the land. It's not the house. The house does not give a land value. It is the land that gives the house value. So that's why if you can build in a place and somebody is pricing you that same house 100 million. But if you build it in Lekki, somebody is pricing you 1.5 billion. What is the difference? It is the land that has given that house the value. So that's why land is something that is powerful. It's powerful. That's why the owners of the land are called the lords. The lords. So there are few lords in this world. Okay, the court judges are called lords. Landowners are called lords. The Lord of them all is the Lord God, God Almighty. Which means this thing is powerful, right? It's powerful because there is a concept that equates landowner with God Almighty. Lord means mighty owner. Mighty owner. That's what it means. So you must endeavor to own this piece, to become a lord. So you are not a lord until you own land. You are not a lord until you own land. Amazing. You are not a lord until you own land, except you are a lord in the law court or something like that. And then next is that land gives you generational wealth. Generational wealth. So families like the Chukwus, the Otedolas, the Adelekes, the Dangotes in Nigeria are wealthy today because of land. Land. And some of them because of land that their fathers bought decades ago. Amazing. See, if you want to hand over generational wealth to your children, then think about land investment. Think about land investment. There is nothing like it. That's why I have seen that all the rich men, all the billionaires, all the wealthy people all over the world, they have something to do with the earth. They have something to do with the soil. They have something to do with land. Their investments are rooted in real estate. So, let me just show you a few things. If this is blessing you, can you say yes on the comment section? If this thing is blessing you, can you say yes on the comment section? Because something is shifting right now in your mind. Isn't it true? And then I want you to click the share button and share this again. Share this, share this, share this, share it. Click the share button right now because something is shifting, and here I want you to help some others to shift in their minds as well. So look at the practical application for realtors, for you as a realtor. Number one, believe before you sell. Help me write it on the comment section. Believe before you sell. Don't try to sell before you believe. Believe before you sell. So study past appreciation trends in your city. You are in Onitsha, in Anambra State, or you are in Lagos, or in Abuja, or you are in Port Harcourt, or in Owerri, wherever you are. what you need to do is to study the appreciation history in your city, the appreciation trends in your city, so that when you speak and you have facts, you have data, data cannot lie. Numbers cannot lie. So you are telling somebody that this place was so and so, but now it is so and so, between a space of this and that, right? It makes sense. So study it, gather evidence, the old versus the new. Gather the evidences of the old prices when, at whatever point, and then the new price. When you are presenting it with someone, and then you show the person the trend and what is possibly going to happen in the place where you are selling right now. Right? So believe before you say. This will strengthen your conviction if you're able to gather this data. If you're able to study this appreciation history, it will give you conviction. So you speak with data, you speak with the numbers, you speak with boldness. Number 2, educate clients with stories. Nothing sells like stories. Nothing sells like story. So, when somebody is telling you story, you want to hear much more. Like I've been speaking to you right now, and I tell you stories of somebody who bought in Lekki, somebody who bought in Abuja, somebody who bought. So those stories, they resonate. They spark off something, they trigger something on your inside. And this is something you don't want to play with. So educate clients with stories. Share some stories like the Anambra story, the Asaba story, the Enugu story. Wherever you are, share stories that will resonate with the person. Okay? I remember a few years ago, maybe like 2010, right? 2010, 2011. Those of you who've been around, check what happened or what was happening in Delta, in Asaba area. Lands were like very cheap. Very cheap. But look at the development trend in Asaba environs. You will discover that, in fact, somebody bought a land that was about 4 plots that he bought 2 million. Was it 2 million or 2.5 million? And within 1 year, because of government presence, this guy had 4 plots, 2 million, about 2.5 million. Within 1 year, 1 plot was selling for, it just started jumping 20 million, 30 million, 50 million. This guy said he was not going to sell. Do you know what? Some people started calling him. They needed his land. Because that environment has been made so he was living close to the judges. Do you know what? When that place climbed to 100 million, he sold 2 and left 2 and developed the other 2. Do you understand that? So you just need to understand this. So you tell stories, you educate with stories. It resonates a lot. So clients always buy into belief. So, and he's going to buy into your belief. First and foremost, your belief. So anybody that is buying from you is buying your belief. And that's why it's important what you believe. And it's important how you carry that belief, how you project that belief, how you market that belief, right? So, number 3, invest personally. There is something as powerful as speaking from the point of testimonial experience. Is very powerful. So imagine that, okay, there's this woman who joined our realtors, the Crystal Garden Estate realtors. So she lives around. You know how she brokered into big areas. So she would call somebody and say, there is this company I bought land from. And this company is doing very well, very genuine. So I recommend that company to you. It will help you. She was not selling like somebody who is an agent. She was selling like someone who was recommending. So this man, one of the men, went and told the wife. So the wife called her and said, this land that you are marketing to my husband, what do you stand to gain? And she said, excuse me, I saw something good and I recommended it to your family. And you're asking me, what are you talking about? She didn't present herself as anybody selling land. She was just making recommendation. I bought from here, from this company, and I think it's good, so I recommend to you. And she was making her money. Cool. That was the idea she was using. So, invest personally. If you can, do it. It's going to help your marketing. So it makes your conviction also more convincing. It makes your conviction more convincing. So even if it's small, buy into the product that you sell. It's going to help. And number 4 is visualize the future. When showing land, don't just say plot of land. Say in 5 years, this will be like Chevron Drive in Lekki. In 5 years' time, this place is going to be like this. So you're painting a picture. You know, when God came to the Israelites in Egypt through Moses and was telling them and was marketing to the Israelites in Egypt about where he wanted to take them to. You know how God crafted that marketing script? He said, I'm taking you to a land flowing with milk and honey. He painted a picture that was appetizing, enticing, captivating. So these people were moving, looking forward to a land flowing with milk and honey. And they have never seen something like that before. Do you see God's marketing script? Maybe you can adopt it. God is a dangerous marketer. Anytime God comes to you, I'm telling you, anytime maybe you had a dream or vision, prophecy, whatever it is always showing you a picture of beautiful future. And then you'll be asking yourself, how will I get there? What he's telling you, he's selling it to you. He's selling it. Because he knows that if he... And guess what? It doesn't show you the path, the route. It doesn't show you the process because he knows that you're going to be discouraged. So if he shows you now, okay, in the next 5 years, Chioma, for instance, if that's your name, and he tells you that in the next 5 years, I want to make you the governor of your state. You're going to be the governor. You're going to be the governor of your state. So, you wake up from that dream and you'll be shouting and be screaming, right? He won't tell you that when you get into election, you're going to contend with the mafias. You're going to contend with power brokers. Sometimes you won't sleep. 7 days, you have not slept 1 minute. He won't tell you that. He won't tell you that people are going to betray you. They will eat your money for free and walk away. They're going to, he won't tell you all those processes, but it shows you the picture. So what is driving you now is the picture you have seen. That's how God sells his products. Okay, so how do you want to succeed? Sell like God. Paint the picture. Don't come and say, this land is good. This land, hey, sell the future. Sell the future. Paint the picture that you want the person to buy into. And that is what the person will be paying. Because the person has to see beyond now. Even you, whatever it is that you want to invest in, you have to see beyond now. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, visualize the future, sell the future, talk about it, paint it very well, make that. So, where do the idea of 3D comes in? So, somebody is designing 3D, showing you, okay, have you ever watched 3D estates, shows you all the things, show you the car lock, show you the house, show you everything. It's not real yet, but that's the picture. That's the future. So if you see it and you believe in it, you buy into it. And I'm telling you, it's going to become reality in one day because you believe in it. So that's how to do it. That's how to sell, right? Sell like God. I like this. Please help me write it on the comment section. I say, sell like God. This is beautiful. I'm gonna become a preacher one day. Sell like God. This is a powerful one. So 90% of all millionaires become so through owning real estate. Okay? This statement was said by Andrew Carnegie. He said 90% of all millionaires become so through owning real estate. This is Andrew Carnegie many years ago in US. At his time, he was one of the richest guys in US. This is what he said about real estate. And he said 90% of all millionaires, those days it was now it is now billions has become like millions those days. So it's easy. So Will Rogers said, don't wait to buy land and wait. Don't wait to buy and wait. That's it. That's how to succeed in this game. Okay? John Stuart Mill says, landlords grow rich in their sleep. Landlords grow rich in their sleep. So you are selling class. You are selling status to people. You are selling status to people. You are selling class to people. You are selling money. You are selling riches to people. I want to give you this picture. Imagine two friends in 2005. Let's call one Chinedu and the other one Kunle. So Chinedu bought Toyota Camry, 2 million naira in 2005. And then his friend Kunle decided to buy land in Lekki at that same time with the same amount, 2 million naira. Fast forward to 2025. Chinedu's Camry is now scrap. If he wants to sell it, maybe 300,000, 200,000 or something like that. Because 2005 and now is about 20 years, right? 20 years. So the car you drove for 20 years, you'll be begging his grandfather to have mercy on it and deliver it from your hand. But guess what? This same 2 million in the hand of another has appreciated to over 100 million. Same money, different belief. And different belief generated different results. So if you believe that you are in an industry that generates money, so what are you going to do? That money you want to use to buy that car. Invest it in land. All right, so to succeed in selling properties, you must first believe that real estate is wealth creation. Real estate is what? Wealth creation. Help me type it on the comment section. Real estate is wealth creation. Is wealth creation. So this belief is what is going to engender confidence in you, and this confidence is what is going to attract buyers, and this is what will ensure you also participate in the wealth that you help others to build. There's a prayer I used to pray. I think I need to continue to pray that prayer. That prayer is, Lord, do not make me look like where I'm coming from. So you are selling to others. You are selling to others. You are helping people build wealth. You're helping people make money. You need to participate in that wealth that you are helping others to build, so that you will not look like where you're coming from. So those that you have helped in the future, they look back and say, hey, Oga, Jisikwike, continue to struggle. Eh? No. You have to share neighborhood with those that you're marketing to, right? This is how to go. I think at this point, I would like to take your question. I would like to hear from you. I want you, whatever question you have, please ask it right now on the comment section, and I'm going to see it and I'm going to respond to you. I truly appreciate you. And one thing is sure, you see this money, we must make it too. Eh? So help me type it. This money, I must make it. I must make it. I must make. This is your season. And I'm not trying to motivate you like your pastor does, but I'm showing you the path that will help you create that wealth. So you will make this money. There is not a rocket science, according to Mr. P2B. It's not a rocket science. You make the money. You will make the money. So show me the money. I've just shown you the money right now. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Thank you for joining this class today. And it gets better, right? It gets better. In fact, I have started a series today. I've just shared with you one law, the law of belief. Believe in the real estate that it creates wealth. And subsequently, we'll continue running on this belief. On these laws. All right? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You are a winner. All right? You are a winner. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in the billionaire circle. So we have a circle that is called the billionaire circle. You need to join that clique. And then you begin to see that it's easy to make money. Thank you. Thank you. And I love you. God bless you.